Good morning. It's still morning. It's technically morning. It's 11:27. So good morning. It is Sunday. There's Melissa. She's working from home today. Yay. So I wanted to go back to something that I had discussed a few years ago, structure. Um, Kind of revisit that because it is kind of a vague thing. It's a vague step to get to. The first three steps is communication, reassurance, and understanding. Those will eventually evolve into trust. But structure is a hard one to get to because, first of all, what does structure mean? It sort of means rules, discipline, consequences, those sort of things. And we can't get to cooperation unless we get to structure. And we can't get to structure without trust. And that develops when we have those other three steps in place. What? Does that make sense? Oh, okay. Um, so what do we need to do? One thing that we can do if we don't have a lot of support outside of our systems, if we don't have a lot of support surrounding our lives, we can try to tap into our inner resources, such as the caretaker or the protector on the inside. When I was developing that structure, I used Cassie a lot, and she would help try to reassert the the rules that I was trying to put in place. For instance, don't just pop out. You have to ask permission. You have to wait for a yes or no. Then you have to wait for a yes. And if the answer is no, you cannot come out. But when I had people on the outside that I could trust with the knowledge of the system, they also picked up that role of telling the gang, well, you didn't ask for permission, and the answer was no, so you have to go back in. And even if the little or the person um, who came out was very tantrumy about going back in, the the outside person was very strict about it. No, you have to go back in. I, these are the consequences. So those are a lot of things that you can do. Um, Write up you can also write up a list of things that you want your system to understand about your life. When you're taken out of the abuse, their world is turned topsy turvy, just because the whole thing about them for a large part of their life was protection, and when that role is no longer there, they need something else. So having that structure, having those rules and discipline and consequences in place will help redefine their role in your life. I hope this made a little bit more sense. um, I suppose what it really comes down to is is follow up on discipline and consequences. Follow up, because now, as much as their life is different, so is yours. So try to come to a meeting of the minds, basically, and see what you can achieve together. And I hope everybody is well, and I look forward to doing another video real soon. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Oh, and for the Christians in my life, happy Easter. For the non Christians in my life, happy Sunday.